The snow didn't fall that night. It attacked, each ice-sharp flake cut through the alley like a blade as Anna pressed herself into the brick wall, shielding her 3-year-old daughter with her own body. Maya's tiny breaths came in frightened gasps, her frozen fingers clutched around a ragged teddy bear that had survived more nights of terror than any child should endure. 3 hours ago, Anna had fled the home she once called safe, a home ruled by fists and fear. The voices were closer now. David's rage echoed through the streets as he hunted her, shouting her name with a fury that made Maya whimper into Anna's chest. She covered her child's mouth and whispered a desperate prayer into the darkness. Please, don't let him find us. Then footsteps shifted behind her, different ones. A calm voice pierced the cold. Excuse me, are you lost? For one dreadful heartbeat, Anna thought the stranger had betrayed them. Instead, the man stepped forward, blocking their hiding place with his own body, lying straight to the monster hunting them, and changing the course of 3 lives with 8 words. I haven't seen anyone like that, sir. In that fragile moment, a woman with nothing but a sweater and courage learned something powerful. Miracles don't always look like angels, sometimes they look like strangers who refuse to look away. The snow was falling harder by the minute, burrowing deep through the thin fabric of Anna's red sweater as she pressed her back against the brick wall of the alley. Her arms wrapped tightly around Maya, her tiny body trembling beneath the pink dress and thin cardigan that were no match for December's cruelty. Maya clutched her teddy bear like a lifeline, faded fur, crooked eye, the last piece of innocence from a world that had been unkind far too early. Anna tilted her head, straining to listen. Footsteps echoed down the sidewalk, heavy steps, male steps. Her heart stuttered. She recognized the rhythm instantly. David. Her breath hitched as she clamped her palm carefully across Maya's mouth. Shoo, baby, she whispered. Just be quiet. 3 hours earlier, she'd finally fled the apartment that had been her prison for 2 years. David had been gone, drinking with his friends as usual, the only window she'd ever get. She took what little she had. 3 shirts. Maya's pajamas. A few crumpled bills tucked in a coffee can, and the teddy bear. She rushed to the bus station, only to realize she was $20 short of escaping the city altogether. $20 between freedom and failure. Desperate, she wandered into downtown, past glittering storefronts and glowing restaurants she'd never afford to enter, asking directions to shelters she never quite reached before David's voice thundered through the streets behind her. He had found her. Now she hid, trapped between terror and the stone walls closing her in. Then came different footsteps, measured, controlled. A man's voice spoke. Excuse me, are you lost? Anna nearly screamed. Her blood went cold. Someone had spotted them, and was talking to David, had pointed him straight to this alley. She closed her eyes, bracing for the moment David would tear around the corner and drag them back into darkness. Instead, the cultured voice came closer. I'm sorry to intrude, but are you all right? You and your little girl look freezing. Anna opened her eyes. A man crouched at the alley entrance, dark hair dusted with snow, navy suit unmarred by the winter, kind eyes filled with concern. Please, Anna whispered. Don't tell him where we are. Understanding crossed his face instantly. That's who you're hiding from? She nodded, tears streaming down her cheeks. The man rose to his feet as David's shadow fell at the alley mouth. Can I help you find someone? The stranger asked calmly. My girlfriend, David snarled. She took my kid. I'm afraid I haven't seen anyone like that, the stranger replied smoothly. But if they've been kidnapped, perhaps you should contact the police. The station is just 2 blocks down. David scoffed but stomped away down the street. Silence followed. The stranger knelt again. He's gone, for now. My name is Michael Harrison. Anna stared at him, trembling. Why help us? Michael glanced at Maya. I have a daughter too. I couldn't walk away. He removed his jacket and wrapped it around Anna and Maya before leading them to his waiting Mercedes. They drove to his townhouse, warm, lived in, filled with children's toys and photographs of Michael with his daughter Lily. That night, Michael cooked grilled cheese and soup while Anna tried to process this stranger's kindness. 5 years ago, Michael confessed, a coworker saved me when I lost my family. Tonight I paid that forward." Anna cried harder than she had in years. The guest bedroom felt unreal. Soft sheets, warmth, safety. Morning came with coffee and something even more unexpected, a plan. Michael arranged a lawyer meeting, pro bono, and contacted a women's shelter as backup but stunned Anna by offering, "You and Maya can stay here for now." 3 weeks passed. Michael kept his promise. Safety, distance, no pressure. Maya blossomed. Anna healed, slowly, shakily. Then Lily arrived home. The girls bonded instantly. Their laughter filled the house, something Michael hadn't heard in years. Court orders followed. David was permanently restrained, full custody granted to Anna. She broke down in tears, and for the first time in 2 years, she allowed herself to lean into Michael's arms. Spring came, summer followed. Anna got a steady job, began therapy, searched for an apartment, still anchored by the man who'd never tried to claim credit for saving her. Slow moments grew meaningful, shared dinners. Late-night talks, lingering glances. One summer evening, fireflies danced over the lawn as the girls giggled beside them. Michael slipped his arm around Anna's waist. That night, he whispered, "I almost wasn't there." "But you were," she replied. "And I didn't give up." She hadn't. A woman who once hid in an alley clutching terror and a teddy bear now stood strengthened by courage, hope, and love she had earned, not through rescue, but through rising. Sometimes miracles don't fall from heaven, they walk into dark alleys, and choose to stand between fear and the innocent.